Juvenile justice, recreating the cruelty of the murder of an 8-year-old and the debate on punishment. In the first 2 episodes of the series, Juvenile Justice, viewers witnessed the recreation of the crime scene and the process of the murder of an 8-year-old, which shocked the public in 2017. Prior to that, the drama Mouse, aired in 2021, also drew inspiration from this case. Mouse focuses on the psychology of criminals, particularly psychopathic murderers with dissociative identity disorder. While Mouse delves into exploring the psychology and criminal behavior of the killers, Juvenile Justice depicts the investigation, prosecution, and trial of the teenage murderer. The drama is set against the backdrop of a contentious period regarding the juvenile law in South Korea. This law has sparked controversy in public opinion due to the perception that the punishment for juvenile offenders is too lenient compared to their crimes. Despite public pressure, the juvenile law remains unchanged. During that time, a horrific crime occurred, causing a major outcry. The dismembered body of an 8-year-old boy was found on a building. The investigation faced numerous difficulties as the perpetrator was a juvenile and protected by the law. Judge Shim Eun-suk, played by Kim Hae-soo, made a determined and resentful declaration: "I detest young offenders." She investigated and pursued the truth of the case, resulting in severe sentences for the heinous juvenile offenders. The dialogue and script handling in the drama convey a profound message and the filmmakers hope in recreating a real-life case. In the drama, the 2 offending children cry and struggle upon being apprehended and sentenced. However, the reality of life is often harsher and more brutal than what is depicted on the screen. The actual case took place on March 29, 2017, in Incheon, South Korea. A 16-year-old female student named Kim committed the murder of an 8-year-old girl, dismembered her body, and concealed it in various locations. Local residents in the area where the crime occurred stated that Kim often sat under the playground of the apartment complex and observed the children. On March 29, 2017, while the victim was playing with her friends, Kim ran over and borrowed her phone to call her mother. Kim lied, claiming the phone was out of battery, and enticed the girl to come up to the apartment to use the landline. Once she lured the victim upstairs, Kim strangled her to death and carried out the brutal dismemberment of the body. During the investigation, the police discovered that Kim continuously exchanged messages with an accomplice named Park throughout the entire crime. These 2 individuals had premeditated the murder. It was Park who sent instructions to Kim on how to carry out the crime, dismember the body, and avoid security cameras. The case horrified the public due to the cruelty and psychopathy of the young murderers. Even the police were shocked when reading the text messages exchanged between Park and Kim. The case went through several trials and lasted for 2 years, during which Kim and accomplice Park filed appeals, requesting reduced sentences on the grounds of illness and continuous delusions caused by dissociative identity disorder. Finally, in September 2018, the court sentenced Kim to 20 years in prison, while Park received a 13-year sentence. However, the most terrifying detail of the story lies in the conclusion, where the limits of the crime surpass human imagination. During one of the trials, the victim's mother asked Kim if she had anything to say. Kim coldly replied, "The weather is so beautiful, I couldn't go see the cherry blossoms bloom." In reality, life is not always like what is portrayed in films. It demands that we confront the brutality and darkness of the real world while striving to improve the legal system and provide justice and support for the victims.